Hi guys, I don't know whether I should say welcome back to our YouTube channel, because in actual fact I believe it is you guys that will be welcoming me back, since I've been away for such a long time. I will do a separate video on why I've been away, but I just wanted to do this quick one. I'm hoping it will be quick, because you guys know I like to talk a lot and end up rambling. So, but I just wanted to say this because I felt it in my spirit to say it. I wanted to talk about is gratitude. I believe that it is important to live with a grateful heart. It is very, very important, as I believe that gratitude breeds contentment. And the reason I say that is because when you are grateful, you have no other choice but to be content. And when you are content, then it helps you to not focus on whatever it is that you lack at that particular time, to a point where you forget all the things that you have. Because you cannot be focusing on one thing that you so desperately need, that you forget the others, because then it would mean that that one particular thing is the only thing that is important to you and nothing else is. So when you have a grateful heart and you are content, then it will make you not to focus so much on what it is that you don't have, but to look at, I think most people like to say, don't look at a glass half empty, but rather half full. I think that's how it should be. And I had to think of a lot of things when this message, should I say message? I don't know what to call this, but like, I don't know what to call it. Honestly, those of you that know proper English will tell me what this is, because I don't have a proper word to say. But I can remember how difficult it was for me. I remember I shared the story about how I moved from an urban area to where I'm currently staying, which is rural Pretoria. And it was difficult for me to adjust, because I was used to, I think, the city life, if I can say that. And coming here now, I have to adjust to a certain way of living. Yeah, it was difficult. It was extremely hard, to a point where I was even depressed at one point, you know. But honestly, I thank God for maturity. I thank God for maturity, and I thank God for giving me that ability to be able to allow myself to mature and understand that, you know what, wahola, and this is how a mature person reasons, you know. So I don't know, I think let me just say, for me personally, in as much as I didn't see it then, but now I'd say I'm very, very thankful that I am where I am now, because it made me to see life in like two different ways, to be able to value a lot of things, because when you are on that other side, you take things for granted. I didn't realize up until I lived here that so many things were a privilege, that I was privileged when I used to live Kosoweto, you know, having tar roads access to water all the time, and a flushing toilet inside the house, running water inside the house, and all of those things. It's only up until when I came here and I realized, this is how people live here. This is how people survive in this side of town. And then I started appreciating running water, because I had to learn to now get buckets and bring water inside the house, and also not having the sewer and all of those things. So it made me appreciate all the things that I took for granted when I was on that other side of town. So that changed my whole perspective on how I view life, and it made me to start being grateful and appreciative of every little thing that I have. Then I used to go, because I used to complain a lot. I used to complain a lot about the area that I live in. It's so underdeveloped, hana. And I will tell you this, when you don't have a grateful heart, how then do you expect God to bless you? Because you're full of complaints. There's nothing that you were thankful for. So maturity then taught me, and I was able to say, Lord, thank you for a roof over my head. Thank you. And I can tell you, I believe that things started to get better in my life. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that things started to get better in my life the day I started being grateful. Because at this point in time, I'm just grateful for every single thing. I'm grateful for every single thing. And some will even get shocked. I'm thankful. I thank God for tea. The ingredients, the tea. I thank God for the water. I thank God for the electricity to be able to boil the water. And I thank God for the tea bag, the sugar, the milk. Because I know there are people that don't have those options. It's either you drink water, or you don't have nothing at all. And also the access to clean water. So I started being grateful for every single thing. And I remember how I was thankful to God for a roof over my head, even when it would rain cats and dogs, and I would see rain, like water. But again, I don't know what to, on the wall, and I would have to put things there at the bottom of the wall so that inside the house. And I would still say, God, thank you for a roof over my head, even though because you will never know the importance of having a roof over your head until you find yourself under a bridge and you're homeless. You will never know the importance of being able to breathe in and out until you find yourself being choked by someone and needing air, or you ate something and it choked you and you need air, or you have to depend on machines to be able to breathe. So when I say we have a lot to be thankful for, we have so much to be thankful for, and it's so sad that society makes us think that there's only one major thing that we need in life, that we forget of all these important things that God has given us. You know what I mean? Because money has been put more leveling, earning so high that you don't see these other things as important. Things that we take for granted. Peace. Peace. You can have all the money in the world and not have peace. You cannot tell me that when you have so much money and you just don't have peace, that should someone say choose between money and peace, and you would go for money? No. So I believe that gratitude goes a long, long way. And gratitude is what will make us to survive all the life's difficulties that we face. Honestly, maybe I should speak for myself, because I guess maybe there are people that just don't see themselves surviving without millions and millions and millions of money. But for me, the love of family, peace, guys, peace, that's all I've always wanted. And honestly, I think if money were to come, it would be a cherry on top. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful for where I am, honestly, at this point in time. I am so grateful for so many things. You have no idea. So I think we should teach ourselves to live a life full of gratitude. Then you will be able to survive life and all its difficulties. Can we just live a life full of gratitude? A life full of gratitude is a peaceful one. It is a peaceful one. Like, gratitude makes you have peace that surpasses all understanding. Contentment. Do you understand when you're content? You know, when the Apostle Paul says that, I know how it feels kuphela onale okuningi, and to also live with little. So in whatever situation that I find myself in, I'm content. And I think that's how it should be. That's how it should be, because life cannot always be like this. All the time when you're riding here. No. At one point, you need to be here. You need to be here so that you know, when I'm here, I've been here before. I know that I will get back up. God will help me to go back up. You know, and also I feel there needs to be a balance in life. We can't always be up there. Humility. Otherwise, when we are up there, pride, we will never see God as anything. We will never feel that we need God in our lives. So when we are in our lowest moments, that's when we will know, I cannot do this without God. I need God to help me. And that's when God comes in, because he says his strength is made perfect in our weakness. God wants us to need him. You know what I mean? So that's why with every situation, we just need to be content and know that whether I have or I don't have, God is still there regardless. So that's my message at this point, that can we just, this year, can we just be people by Lord, they are full of gratitude. Just be full of gratitude. And I will tell you, I did say that at one point, not at one point, but a few years back, I know that I started being thankful to God for so many things. I was even thankful to God for a washing machine, because the privilege of having a washing machine, guys. So then I watched a video on YouTube that I think it was captioned the poorest country in the world. I think that's what it said. And that guy was documenting the lives of the people of Burundi. You know, watching that video, in as much as I had come to be this person that is very grateful, that shows gratitude for every little thing, but watching that video, it was selected that thing to actually be more grateful and understand that, my God, I am extremely privileged, and that if a child in Burundi that lives like this were to come here, whatever it is that I have now, their child is yearning for it. So it is important, guys, to be grateful. Very, very important to be grateful, guys. You know, at one point I even said to my husband, God, do you know, also having options, like being able to choose what you're going to eat, it is a privilege. Because, like, how can I put this? You will only realize that you having options is a privilege the moment you don't have any choice at all of what you should eat, and you have to eat one thing every single day because you don't have a choice. So for the fact that you are spoiled for choice, that is a privilege. Even if it means, bread and butter or bread with peanut butter, you have options. That alone is something that you should be grateful for. So guys, I think this message basically is me saying, just sit in your quiet time and maybe introspection and look at your life and point out all the things that you can be grateful for, so that when you come across all the difficulties and challenges and whatever it is that you've been yearning for, you focus on all the things that God has given you. Because it's a lot. It's a lot that God has given you. If you're able to breathe in and out, you're able to chew, you're able to swallow, you're able to smell, hear, see, feel. Guys, there's a lot we can be thankful for. Your organs are functioning properly. That's something that you should be grateful for. So, amen. No, man. Can we just, from now on, just be thankful? That's it. Just be thankful. That will take you far in life, being thankful. Thank you that you stayed up until this far. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I will do a separate video where I explain why I haven't been here for such a long time. But for now, I'll see you in the next video, and I'm hoping that things will be better this time around. I love you, and